Hey y'all, welcome back to Anu Image. It is your Oracle Jewel the Dawn, back again with another reading. And this time we're going to be looking into the situation in regards to the Sagittarius for the month of April 2019. So, first of all, how's everybody doing? Prayerfully, all is well with you all. I'm doing good myself. I can't really complain. Um, just maxing and relaxing. It's starting to get hot down here in the south. My grandma said don't cut my air on in my house just yet, but I don't know. It's a little bit hot. Like the window's already open. As you can see, I'm barely dressed. Like I'm ready to cut the air on, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna listen to what my grandma said or whatever. Fresh face, fresh out the shower. I got my little bandana on, gang gang. But no, I'm just playing. But yeah, so I've already prayed over the cards, meditated, dealt all of the cards, even the clarifiers. And I really I was kind of resistant to changing my methods because I want everybody to see that like this is like an authentic reading where like I genuinely shuffle the cards and everything. But I like this better because the cards are out, so it makes a better meditation, more time to actually get the energy of the cards for the read for the specific zodiac. So I think I'm gonna stick with this. I like it. And my videos are shorter, so I'm able to do more because my phone, like this phone holds more storage as far as video goes for videos than my old phone, but like I could sit down and get more done with more storage with them being shorter. So I think I'm going to stick to it. Okay. So Sagittarius, there has either been a choice made in your life or there is a choice that's being presented. It's presenting itself. And it's really up to you whether you go right or you go left. So that's just to give you a little bit of taste of what's going on. So let's just get into it. Energy surrounding your situation, Sagittarius. At the head of the read, we have the door to romance in the reverse. We have adjacent possibilities. We have first chakra archangel Michael in the reverse. And we have the healer of ages in the upright. All right, so basically for energy surrounding the situation, like I'm seeing, I'm feeling based off the energies, I'm feeling that Sagittarius is kind of like, I don't want to use the word wits in because it's not like you're going through something like that's hella bad or whatever, but it's like you're kind of at your wits end because I feel like things haven't either changed or things haven't progressed in your life in the way that you would want them to progress. Okay. At the head of the read, we have the door to romance card in the reverse. So that's telling me first and foremost, there is a group of Sagittarius that romance isn't even on you guys' mind. But it's also telling me that, and it's based on the romance cards that's sitting right beside it, but just the presence of the card, it's like, whereas you may want romance, it's on your mind, you're kind of turning your emotions off because things haven't gone the way that you want in your life and also in your romantic like love life or whatever. Things haven't gone the way that you want them to go. I'm going to drop down to the base of the read. We have the first chakra archangel Michael card, and your first chakra is the root, like the base of the spine. It's like the root, your core, just what am I looking for? Your core like will to survive. what gives you your gusto, you know what I'm saying? What gives you your oomph in life? And I feel like love may have been a part of the reason why, you're kind of feeling like out of balance per se. Not even out of, it may be a balance thing or whatever, but not even out of balance. Like, you're just not satisfied with your life right now. So it's like I said, coming to your wits end, like things aren't going right for me, or things aren't going according to plan in my life the way I wanted it to go. Things aren't going according to plan in my love life. So with this adjacent possibilities, it's like you've tried every avenue, open every door, even the windows, to figure out, okay, is this gonna work? Is that gonna work? Is this gonna work? Like, how can I turn my situation around? What can I do? And here is your answer. The healer of ages. The healer of ages card is here. It's like, because you can go and check all those other doors if you want to, but you know that you got to go to the source, because you're dealing with your first chakra, your root chakra. So that's like the core of your whole essence of life. Like, why am I even here? Like, I why am I fighting to live a life where I'm not, getting what I want, whether it's just in finance and career and your love life, your timeline that you set. Because, some people have goals like, by the time I'm 35, I want to be married for a few years. I want to have one child, two children, a dog. I want this type of career. I want a house that's purchased, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, I feel like because your life isn't exactly going the way that you want it to go, you kind of shut down, and you kind of just got into this place. I'm not going to say of stagnation, but it's just like kind of turning like a rock, like turning cold. Like, you shut down. Like, I don't even really know what I'm fighting for anymore. And then on love, it's like, I'm pretty sure, because the adjacent possibilities here, and then one of the clarifying cards that's here for it, I'm pretty sure like there's options in your love life. But it's like, if you look at this card here, like, that heart has a key in it. It's like, well, there's a key that goes into it. It's like nobody that you deal with is able to like their keys don't fit to that lock. So it's like, okay, well, I don't even want to deal with that right now. I don't want to deal with love, because it's like I'm not getting what I want out of it. You probably got some good options here or there or whatever, but it's like you're not getting what you want out of the deal. Nobody's unlocking, nobody has the key to fit your lock. So it's like, I might as well not even worry about romance or my love life or whatever. I might as well not even worry about it. I need to focus on, you know, getting my life right, So it's like you can try all of these other options or whatever, but healer is here. Healer of the ages at that is here, arms open wide, ready to accept you. But of course, there's going to be something that you have to do in order to, everything is given and receiving. So you're going to have to do something. We'll get into that later with the clarifiers or whatever. All right. So in your romance life, you have codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life, and you have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And for me, that's telling me two different roads. You have two different options, two different roads. It's like sticking to what you know and what you're used to. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you have options, but you want somebody that has the key to fit your lock. So it's like you can stick to what you used to, or like this has a boat in it. You can choose to do other things, like the adjacent possibilities card is here. So you can choose a whole different direction, which would be, I guess like waiting for the person who does have the key to unlock your heart, versus being codependent and I guess being addicted to like different suitors, or maybe a particular person who is in your life and you just there for familiarity. You like it's just what you know type of deal. So you can go two different ways, with that. You want to stick to what you know, or you want to wait to find that bliss, to actually find somebody who actually has the key to unlock your heart. Like, it's really up to you. All right. So, from the abundance deck, we have successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. And then we have face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that in fact you have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. So I feel like that goes without saying as far as like your finance and career is concerned. But we do have clarifiers. We do have clarifiers because it's like, I feel like with at the base of the reed, it's like that first chakra, which is your core, you know what I'm saying? Like, being able to be stable is like, that's like a basic necessity. You know what I'm saying? That is at the core. Because if you don't have your basic needs met, if you're not feeling stable in your own life, it's like you're going to have fears of finances because you're living them. Like, you're not stable. But your idea is divinely guided, and this card is sitting right next to the healer of ages. But because I've already meditated and I've already laid these cards out, like the map, like I really like the way that I'm doing this now because the map is already laid out. Like, I see exactly what's going on, but I just don't want to give it up like first thing in a read, because it's like, why don't you just say it and then it'll be like a 2-minute video? Like, Sagittarius, you need to do this, that, and the third, but let's build on it. All right. So let's get into the clarifying cards. Let's start at the roots of the matter, because love don't come first. So we're not going to start at the head of the reed. We're going to start at the root, the base of the reed. First chakra, Archangel Michael card in the reverse is being clarified with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is telling me, like I said, that you feel unstable in your core of your life. You feeling unstable. But with this Healer of Ages card here, and the facing the financial fears which you're already living, your finances, and this is not for everybody. So like, don't hit me up and like, oh well, I'm good financially, then it's not for you. Like, every Sagittarius isn't doing okay. So let me speak to those people, like, or you could just, but there's even if you're doing well, there's a message for you in this as well. So, just receive. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But you're facing your financial fears because maybe you aren't doing so well. Okay. But with the Healer of Ages here and this successful funding here, I feel like there's a blessing coming through, and it's at a page level, because if your Ten of Pentacles is already in the reverse, you're going to have to start over anyway because you're not stable. So I feel like God has a blessing for you, or God has already blessed you with something, an idea, some type of investment, some type of business, something. You know what you have going on, Sagittarius. There's some type of something that you're going to have to start from the very beginning at and build up your Ten of Pentacles, okay? You have to build up to that. So starting at 1, it's like a promise. This is the equivalent to me of like a promise. Like, if you do this for me, like I said, it's always a giving and taking, even with God. If you do this, if you do this for me, I will do this for you. So I don't know exactly what God has asked you to do. I got a feeling, but It's a promise. It's like God gave this one pentacle. Like, so what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? Okay. I feel like what you're being asked to do is put your love life on the back burner. Some of you already have. Some of you are considering it, and here's why. This that daughter romance card in reverse is being clarified with the two of swords in the reverse and the emperor. All right. Um, the two of swords cards represents like decision making and stuff like that. But I feel for me, like it's like a blockage card. Every time I see the two of swords, like it's like block, like no. Um, this is telling me either one or two things. Either you're the type of Sagittarius that needs to not be worried about romance right now, and you need to get focused on building your empire because you've already been blessed with the pentacle that you have. Even though it's just one, you've been blessed with that. So it's time to focus on that so that you can turn this 10 of pentacles that's in the reverse upright. And that is love, family, and abundance. So for some of you, I feel like you're being asked to not worry about romance right now. You know, just come out of being worried about romance and wanting for love or whatever, and focusing on your empire. You may have to cut someone off. It's up to you. But what's more important? Like, you want to still be codependent on somebody? Because the emperor, while you need to be working on your empire, if this is someone that you need to cut off, the empire is stubborn. The emperor is stubborn. The emperor is set in their ways. Like, most of the time you don't see emperors with a woman. You see them by themselves, maybe with their military. You don't usually see them because they're off ruling their own empire by themselves. So if you have to cut off somebody like that, then it's a choice that you would have to make in order to get the blessing, to be able to focus, to build on the blessing that you've already received. Excuse me. And then also I'm getting like, you need to come out of stagnation about what way you're going to go, because you got two cards here. And if this were upright, it's pointing in the two different directions. Like, what are you going to choose? Are you going to stay codependent, sticking to, things of familiarity, what you used to? Or are you going to go to find your honeymoon, the person whose key actually fits your lock? You need to come out of that stagnation and stop blocking yourself. Strengthen and build yourself up in the meantime so that you can find that. And also, yeah, that was about the second group. The second group was the people who need to unblock their heart. Unblock your heart because you're strong. You know exactly what you want. You know what you're not going to settle for. You know the areas in which you can get codependent. So it's like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You're strong enough. So either you're at this place where you need to block yourself off from certain people, or even just trying to have a love life in general, and building yourself up to be of an emperor type of spirit, and waiting and building yourself up, so that when you get to them, you can be ready for them, so that you can have the bliss with somebody whose key actually does fit your lock. Or you're a Sagittarius who is strong, who needs to unblock your heart because you're ready. Okay? Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty of what you need to do, because I'm feeling like there's more people who need to block their love life off to focus on, building themselves up. But there's some of you that are actually ready. But it's just that you kind of keep certain individuals in your life. It's kind of like being non-committal. Like if you have someone whose key does fit the lock to your heart, it's like you kind of being stubborn and blocking yourself off to a romance that would be blissful. Being codependent, being codependent on a type of lifestyle, like maybe like a player type of lifestyle, or a single male lifestyle, like I don't want to settle down type of energy. The adjacent possibilities card is being clarified with the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the High Priestess. So like I was saying, like that plenty options, that type of player, single guy type of lifestyle is in reverse. Like somebody needs to stop being stubborn. Somebody needs to cut options off. Somebody also needs to stop being an option. Okay, hello somebody. And it's like, again, we have choices here. Which way are you going to go? Which way are you going to go? It's like, because I'm feeling like and a high priestess is a woman who knows the secrets. Like, you know what you need to do. But what are you going to do? And I feel like for some of you, with this having to shut down, on that whole romance sector anyway and rebuild yourself up, it's like you've tried all these options and they didn't work. So now you have to go to the source, and you know that you have to go to the source. And the source is the Healer of Ages card, which is being clarified with the Four of Pentacles and the Sun. It's just telling me, first of all, if you were dealing with somebody and you got to cut them off, like they were stingy anyway, and it was all about money for them. Not necessarily saying from you, but they were all about their money. They didn't have time. And this could be the Sagittarius, or this could be their counterpart. Maybe there's a Sagittarius here who's in this emperor energy and is set in their ways and stuck and selfish with themselves. And that's what they need to heal from in order to have a brighter day. And then if you were dealing with somebody and you got to cut them off, you were dealing with somebody and you got to cut them off, it's because like you were looking for romance and they were just focused on their coin. Also, I'm getting like you're going to have to be selfish with yourself. Like Jocelyn Hernandez say, stingy with the cootie cat. You're going to have to be stingy with yourself. And folks, coming up out of being stuck and saying, all right, you know what? I'm not even focused on that right now because I got to get my life together. Like that shouldn't even be like you looking for love and your situation ain't even straight. Like you got to be stingy with yourself and a brighter day is going to come. So it's like, what are you going to do? God is asking you to be stingy with yourself, to fall back and be concerned with building your empire. Okay? That's for the people who need to focus on themselves and getting their money back right and getting the stability in their life. But then there's another group of people who are also set in their ways. And it's like, stop being so stingy with yourself. Because how can you be asking somebody to be with you and actually love you and want to open up to you when you're not even opening up to them? All right? And also, There's a financial blessing coming with doing what God is asking you to do. This card right here, like with the baby on the horse, this card kind of coincides with this to me. Like somebody has a baby business. Somebody has something that they're working on. They're going to be working on it from the ground up, starting from 1 to get to 10. And this is that promise. This is that promise showing up twice in the reading. You do what God asks you to do. Be stingy with yourself. Cut certain people off. Cut certain things that you may be addicted to. Just cut certain things off and focus on you and healing yourself. Because it doesn't seem like it's much healing that has to be done. It has a lot to do with separating yourself from certain people, places, and things. But if you do what God asks you to do, he's going to bless you. You're going to find the strength, the energy, the money to be able to start from that 1 to get to that 10, to be an emperor, to embody that energy. Okay? So when I asked to answer the questions on the heart and the mind of the Sagittarius, I got it's up to you. And that's why I've been saying that all reading, but it is up to you. You got a path. You can go right or you can go left. And then I got the abundance card. So you choose the right thing. You do the right thing. You choose to go down the right path. There's abundance at the end of that tunnel. There's light at the end of the tunnel. All you have to do is what God asks you to do. And I'm feeling like God is asking you to be stingy with yourself and just focus. Focus on what you need to do. All right. So, this is not a new deck, but this is new to you guys. Archetype deck. I will be pulling one card for each zodiac for the sign of, not the sign of, but for each zodiac sign for the archetype or the personality or characteristic that they need to embody to be able to fight their spiritual battles for the month of April. And I got the healer. You're going to have to heal yourself. Light attributes: passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. It's time for you to heal, Sagittarius. Heal from addictions. Heal from being stagnant. Heal from, having your 10 of Pentacles in reverse, not having your abundance. Like, heal from doing things that you knew that weren't the right things for you to be doing, but you did them anyway. Like I said, heal from stagnation, heal from being stingy, heal from being a player, heal from mistreating certain people. This is just something new that's coming in. Somebody has mistreated a woman who was like, if you're the priest, she's your priestess, and you did her dirty. Heal from those type of energies so that you can be your best you and live your best life. Shadow attributes: taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. Like I said, somebody took advantage of somebody. And for the other people, y'all weren't taking care of yourself. So it's time to heal, Sagittarius, all right? That's the reading that I have for you all for the month of April 2019, Sagittarius. I send you all love, kisses, and blessings. I pray that y'all receive this message on an open heart. That's pretty much it. Jula the Dawn signing out. Y'all be blessed. You heard?